Hi guys, we're going to be learning something called addition. Okay guys, so put your math hats on and let's get ready to count, because addition is a fancy word for putting it all together. And how do we find out that answer? We have to count it out. So I went and found some Legos. So I have some Legos here. All right, guys, so I have 2 sets of Legos, and I want to know how many do I have in all? How many do I have all together? And a fancy word for that is called sum, but we'll talk about that later. So we're doing addition, and I want to know how many do I have all together. So how do we get that answer? We count. So we're going to start with the blue. How many blue Legos do I have? Count 1, 2. And how many yellow Legos do I have? 1, 2. Now we need to put them together. We want to know how many we have all together. So it's going to be 2 and 2 is what? Let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 and 2 is 4. All right, I have some on the board back here. This is the word addition. Addition is a fancy word for putting it all together, okay? So what does addition mean? To put it together. So over here, I've got 2 blue dots, and I have 3 green dots. And I want to know how many dots do we have all together? What is the answer? So we need to, how do we get this answer? What do we need to do? Did you say count them all together? Kiss your brain. You are some mathematicians. All right, so let's count our 2 and 3 dots all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 3 is 5. Down, around, put the hat on. Alrighty guys, I have another one for you. We have 1 and, how many green dots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I want to add these together. I want to add them together. So what do we have to do to see how many is all together? We have to count them all together. Here we go. 1 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 4 is 5 again. Look, I found 2 ways to make 5. 2 blue and 3 yellow make 5. 1 blue and 4 green make 5. All right, guys, so what I want you to do is I want you to go in your house and I want you to find some Legos or some Fruit Loops. Maybe get some yellow Fruit Loops and some red Fruit Loops. Or what else could you get? You can get one cereal and another cereal. And I want you to practice adding. Remember, adding is just a fancy word of saying we're coming all together. We want to find out what it means when we put it together. We're putting it together. And how do we find out that answer? We count, right? So I did this one. I'm going to spread them out so you can see. So I have how many blue Legos? I have 1, 2, 3 blue Legos over here. And I have 1, 2 yellow Legos. So I want to add them together. I want to put them together and find out what the answer is. How many Legos do I have all together? All right, so what do we need to do? We have to put them together and we have to count them all together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 2 is 5. Later on, we're going to teach you how to write that as an equation. Big fancy word. 3 plus 2 equals 5. We're going to talk about that later. So I want you to go and I want you to find some Legos or cereal or any objects that are 2 different colors. We're going to do one more. Okay, my friend gave me 4 yellow Legos. And another friend gave me 3 blue Legos. I need to know, how many Legos do I have now? How many Legos do I have in all? All right, well, I'm gonna add them together. See how they're together? How do I get the answer? What do I do? Did you say count? Super smart mathematicians. We are adding them all together. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, oh, sorry. 4 and 3 equals or is 7. 4 plus 3 equals 7 all together. I have 7 all together. All right, guys, I want you to go on a math journey and try to add some objects in your house. Send pictures.